Okay, fuck it. This is better lighting than it was when it was on the live. Let's go. I'm finishing out this workout. Let's go. Your boy Marquis Saint. I'm not gonna stop. There's too much light of life in my life to make anything stop. So even if they want to wave me, trade me, try to pretend like they don't even know me, I'm gonna still be going. That's what you gotta be like when you vibrate higher. So this morning, right, let me finish this workout. When the internet didn't want to work out, or maybe your life doesn't want to work out. This is a message for all of y'all. This is a message for those that don't know. They can't see the forest through the trees. They got small penises and they need a truck to blow past. It's that vibration. It's the vibration. It's literally the frequency inside of our minds when we start telling ourselves the things that we want, like traveling the world, or manifesting money, or realizing real love. Right? This is happening to all of us. All of us have a vibration. All of us have a feeling, an intensity inside of us, especially when we have thoughts and especially when we have life. When we put that out into our lives, right? Just like these loud ass cars outside, they have that vibration in them. Where I was talking with my spiritual mentor, Terry Prince, and besides for people that are trying to be intense, it was more important that I vibrated differently, right? So it wasn't the amount of talk, it wasn't the amount of words, and it wasn't the amount of lip service that was going on. No ma'am, no sir. It was a whole ass vibration. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole ass invitation to the gangster nation for all of us that want something new out of our lives, or all of us that have tried to do something with our lives, right? And maybe your life didn't work out like the way you wanted it to, but maybe that situation wasn't meant for you. And maybe, just maybe, you were telling yourself the wrong things so you couldn't get it out of you. Do you know what I mean? And this is a really thick subject, so I just went to recording instead of going live, and it kept kicking me in and off and frustrating me. I was like, I don't have time for that. I only have time for my health and my ideas and my vibration. So this level of consciousness, once I've alleviated the worry about fear, once I've tested my life around the world and didn't get scared, stayed brave, stayed intrepid, and actually dared the universe to kill me. Right? Like, I got no money, I got no plan, and I'm just going around the world traveling. Most people thought that they would just die, that I would just expire before I inspire, and that nothing would transpire. And that's not what happened. Matter of fact, every time I got in a worse situation, I got out of it. Whether it would be South Korean prison, or traveling the world with no money, or even having multiple abortions happen to me, or for me. This is a whole situation that I started to see under extreme pressures, under extreme depressions, under extreme disbelief. I tested my life, and this is why I come back and do this with you, if you please. So let's get this workout going, and let me get this thought out so I can finish my morning motivation and my exercise this morning, because it was just so deep to sit there, listen to Abraham Hicks, talking about, the thoughts that we have. I'm talking about like when we deserve love, and then we'll have that vibration of maybe I don't deserve love. And then we talk about everyone deserves love, and it might make you cry because maybe you weren't loved right in your childhood, or maybe you love conditionally, or maybe you feel like you're such a fuck up that you're beyond reproach, right? I know a lot of people that feel that way, and I know you know what I mean, where you're like, I've sinned, I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Times I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Lyrics on shirts. So this in itself is going to be tough to grasp, because you're going to have to sit there long enough, just like David Goggins said, and I said this earlier this week. Sit there long enough to figure out what your life purpose is. Sit there long enough in a quiet, dark room and feel your breathing, feel the intensity of your heart rate, and this life force going through your stuff. Because I was like, it was vibrate over force, because a lot of us want to force our way through things. We want to be able to just throw down some money and things are bought, or someone's convinced to fall in love with us because we made a certain amount of money, or maybe we set the trap for someone else to work for us instead of with us. There's a whole like thing here. It's a litany of events, and that's why we have to have this conversation, because it happens to all of us. All of us have this vibration where we're just like, I'm not vibrating right. The things I want out of my life tend to escape me. I sit still long enough for it to happen. Maybe I got distracted. That's why I said starve your distractions and feed your focus, because it's easy for us to focus on what's not happening instead of that we already still have life, that we should be grateful that we're breathing. If I take away your breath right now, it'd be the only thing that you want, right? For reals. Like it'd be the top priority, but these top priorities, food, clothing, and shelter, water, sunlight, and air, we take for granted. We take the top 10 things of our lives and we just take them completely for granted. Like, yeah, every time I wake up, I'm supposed to breathe, right? What if no one breathed this morning? Their energy transferred to the afterlife, and not for nothing, if you didn't know they lost their lives, their vibration is still the same to you. Like some people, when they die, some people wake up in the middle of the night and be like, they can feel it, right? They can feel it. They can feel when someone's lifespan has gone to the other side. Like Terry Prince was telling me that it goes from the visible to the invisible. And when you're born, you come from the invisible to the visible. And we talk about these sectors that we can't see, these areas of belief. And most people might call it magic. Some people might call it vibe. It's all of it. It's all of our lives. The way we vibrated with our parents, the way we vibrate with our words, the way we vibrate with our dreams. It's all of these things. And it happens to all of us. And when I sat there quietly enough, I started to realize that the old version of me that was 22, 24 years old 20 years ago was quite concerned about his rent, was very disturbed by any disturbances in my force. And when I felt a disturbance in the force, it kept me distracted, right? Like I totally jumped into it. The dramas and the llamas in the swimming pool full of fools. I couldn't wait to, eat drama for breakfast and shit on my goals. Instead of going to my goals and figuring out and being part of it, I got distracted and started to disappear on myself, right? I started to disappear on myself. And that, my friends, is not what this show is about. This show is not about disappearing. It's about showing up and showing out. And that's why we have to have this conversation this morning, because it's not easy, bro. It's not easy to face yourself in your vibration and say, hey, man, I'm not exactly feeling some type of way. Get it. Men's workout tanks. I want to feel healthy. I want my mind to work for me. I don't want it to work against me. I don't want anything to stop me, including myself, most importantly. You know what I mean? And that's it. So I grabbed the weights, right? I said, hey, you're getting fat again. I'm 202 pounds. That means I put on 27 pounds, almost 30 pounds, since I came back from the world travel in Thailand, coming back to America and getting it how we live and still living. Woo! Yes, bless. Exercise those demons. Get that vibration up of a man that walks into the business meeting and is healthy and vibrant. Same like a woman when she's healthy and vibrant and productive and ready to have children and ready to mate and feeling that kind of energy. You know what I mean. That's a vibration. That's the team. That's what I want to do. So, not for nothing, there's a lot of people, they don't want to get their vibe right? They don't want anything to change, so nothing changes. They didn't want to sit there and look in a world of possibilities. They wanted to double down on their negativities. They wanted to prove themselves right on why they can't do something, when the whole time they've convinced themselves of what they can't do and put no energy or focus into what they can do. And this is for can-do attitudes. These are people that have a can-do attitude. These are for people that have seen things that other people say they can't do become possible. This is an I'm possible, not an impossible situation. I'm so possible to go anywhere. Even if I'm rotting on this dirty couch in a dirty apartment with no money, the next week I can be in LA stunting with Hollywood stars and pitching my idea to multimillionaires, right? It's not about what I have, right? It's what I do with what I have. So a lot of people are expecting other cards to come their way. They don't like the cards they were dealt. Instead of shuffling up and dealing with their life, right? Shuffling up their perspective, shuffling up their mood, and actually shuffling up their vibration, because that's what this show's about this morning. They want to just be rude. They want to stay in their mood. They want to stay convinced of why it's not the way they want it to be. And they want to convince you, oh, it's too high. Oh, nobody's going to be there. I don't feel like it. We've all said these sentences, right? Well, how about the person that's already in the hospital? What do they feel like when they get a walk again? Right? Let something get taken away from you, like Robert Greene, who had a stroke. Amazing writer, 48 Laws of Power, The Laws of Human Nature, The Art of Seduction, you name it, all his books top sellers, and he can't go swimming anymore. He gets a stroke, and something that he loved to do, get out of the house, get away from the wife, get some exercise, get those endorphins going, feel fit, feel great inside of your own skin, gone. Stroke. So now it's not something you have to do. It was something you got to do. You were allowed to walk Machu Picchu, Marquis Saint, with these OGs, genies. You were allowed to go to the Great Wall of China and be safe in return. You were allowed to touch the Angkor Wat, Cambodian, I don't even know, 8th wonder of the world, and come back safely enough to tell the story. I could tell all the stories in between of, breaking up with girlfriends, losing money, someone stole from me, blah, 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 blah. I'm watering down the vibration of I was intrepid, I was brave, and I saw, and I conquered. Right? Like, they don't want you to be that way. They don't want you to see how limitless you can be. They want you sitting here watching TV, and I haven't even turned on the TV, which is so funny. Like, I've been here the whole time, and I don't even turn on the TV. It's a waste of time and energy. It's going to waste my vibe. Sort of like masturbation. It's like all this energy of production and life and health and vitality and muscle and manhood, right? Goes into a towel and on a screen and in someone's hand instead of making a baby or making love or bringing forth that energy into someone else and bringing them pleasure, and just instead of being selfish and just me having pleasure, I can make someone else's body ejaculate, emote, and vibrate. That feeling that we all know what an orgasm is, or when our hearts are beating out of our chest with passion and we're exasperated. What the meme said, wore me out so hard that I would drink the water from the fucking iron, right? Like that kind of bent over the balcony, that kind of thrust of life, literally, and that kind of feeling that I'm actually living, right? I'm not under my fear, because that vibration stops the mirror. It stops the telekinesis, the intention, the signal from the universe that was coming to like help you or figure out a new way where you couldn't see because you couldn't see your forest through the trees. That's this vibration. I'll wait. I'll say it again. That's that vibe, bro. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And we don't sit there long enough to start thinking about abundance and love and direction and paths and destinies. And, that's the only thing I have to do. I don't have to have a job. I don't have to pay taxes. I don't even have to die. You feel me on this? My energy is of such that the right people want to be next to me, that they want to build with me and build a team and build a dream and have these things so that I can keep vibrating higher. And it's just that. It's not a number. It's not a bank account. It's not of earning, right? It's about service, bruv. And that's what this is all about. It's about being of service in someone else's life, with your energy. And most people, they're not doing that with their energy. They're just ruining it. They're sitting in front of things and they're not doing anything. And you're just like, dude, you have such a cool energy. You have such a cool vibration. You have more than your look, you know? It's your message, right? While you're alive, that feeling that people get while you're around, this is what it is. And we need to give it back as far as the fucking free rent we have on this planet for breathing every day, to exercising, to sunshine, to water, to love. Living organisms in the dirt, mycelium and mushrooms, vegetables growing from sunlight. It's all of it, bro. It's all of it. So, yeah, man. Such a blessing, bro. I was sitting in this house all alone, wasn't vibrating much, really resting up. And then all of a sudden, I was about to go to sleep. And my spiritual mentor hit me and said, yeah, dude, I'll just Uber you over. I didn't sleep. I just said yes. I was in bed already, about to pull 2 days in this place straight of not leaving the house, which is not good energy. Needed to change that vibration. So I started working out. That gave me that uptake that I need in my brain to make better decisions and feel better. You know, look good, feel good. And in that, I'm visiting my spiritual mentor, stayed up all night, didn't sleep, 10 hours straight of love teaching. And he's a love teacher. And just that, you know, no matter what happens, I'm not dying from getting run over by a car or a broken heart or whatever fear mongering that comes in my mind. My path, my energy, my vibe is on such a level that I don't get to die till I complete my vibe. I'll say that again. I don't get to die till I complete my vibe, till I radiate in that purpose, and not to say nirvana or Buddha or any of the other halo effects that we all know. You know what I'm saying, from Christian lore, or we've all seen it in different art and videos, right? You know, we've seen the halo of energy over people's heads and we go, oh, there's the light, right? This is that Buddhist sitting there long enough that he vibrated off, you know, exorcised the demons, deleted the drama, right? Figured out the fear and really started to actualize, right? We talk about nirvana, actualization, realization, and that vibration. Oh my God, when you're just sitting there and go, man, anything's possible. I'm possible. And it hasn't stopped me yet. So the I think I can has become I've done. And once I've said the words I've done, then my confidence grows from it. And then as I grow more confident from things I thought were unbelievable, disbelievable, or impossible, now become I'm possible, become in true belief, and become I've seen. So this is me. I've seen me stressed out at 22, 24 years old, watching Terry Prince and seeing what he meant by worrying won't change the outcome, right? And you are loved, right? And love is the way. And it doesn't matter that you believe in it or not. You know, you believe in your bills. You believe in getting fired. You believe in heartbreak. Why can't you believe in awesomeness? The guy said, I bought a 10-cent share and it went to $28. It was his biggest trade of his life. And they were like, and they said something to the effect, it doesn't happen every day, but it does happen to somebody. Why not me? And sit there long enough to put that why not me vibration out there. Why not me to attain and achieve what I believe? Why not me to feel the success in my heart of traveling and existing and not worrying? I would love for everybody to reach into themselves and get this out of it, because it's not in the matrix, it's not in the money, and it's not in your fears, right? This is not in your memories, right? This is in maturity. Right? This is in manifesting. This is in motherhood. You know, that feeling that I am transferring my life's body energy to you through this internet, through this screen, and through my voice. If you know what I mean, if you can feel it inside of you, you will see. For realize, you will start to see your vibration change. You will start to see your life change. People will start to treat you differently. It's like a man with confidence. He walks in, they're just like, God damn, what's that? Who's he? Right? You know, new number, who this? You're going to churn. You're going to feel their energy. Before you even get to concentrate, before you even get to identify, we tend to bond, just like that motherhood. You know, hi, mommy. Where's my mommy? I don't know. I'm just following her. You know, like a little quail. You don't know why you're following. That's that energy. This is that energy that I'm talking about. This is the energy that they try to stop me on YouTube because like, oh, he's emoting. He's starting to vibrate higher. Make him stop. And they can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop me. And luckily I can stop me. You know, for a minute there, I was all gas, no brakes. But now I'm vibrating. Before, I was so worried about launching, being motivated, and we still have motivated juice. Don't worry about that. We still got that motivation. If you go to Roken Vapes and mention Saints Addiction, it's 15% off. And if you want a cartridge, you know how to DM me in the Instagrams. But that's more than business. This is a vibration. It's that when I go into businesses, that the people love me like family. Right? It's not that we're just swiping credit cards and installing vinyls. No. We're learning life lessons and growing together. Right? We consider each other. You know, and it feels good when someone's near me. And it feels good when people hear me. And they say, man, I got motivated listening to your stuff. And I was like, bet, that's that sauce. And it's not the sauce that's in here. It's the sauce that's up here. And I'm always putting in that sauce. I'm always trying to make something work out of my life and my vibration and these visions that I had. And I was like, oh, these are pretty big visions. Having stores worldwide, cruising around with my own clothes, traveling the world. Seemed impossible. Now it's exactly what I do. I wear my own clothes. My Taurus shirt right here. You can't see it. I make my own clothes, wear my own name on my own body instead of having someone else's name on my body, being my boss, being my master. Right? Taurus rule. Zodiac sign shirts. Holler at your boy. That was my dream. You know? And to sit there and say, I wasn't going to let my addictions lead the way. I wasn't going to let my fears determine my outcome. I wasn't going to let what other people thought be my own reality. I was going to let my thoughts be my reality. I thought that I could get my clothes around the world and put them on beautiful models and have those images in front of like the Berlin Wall or Hong Kong, right? Or Brazil. And they're there. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. All I see is beauty inside. It's your life. Don't look yourself deep inside me. Don't let them bring you down. No, the beauty is inside you. The same beauty that your parents made you with, that same vibration of your ancestors. This is a whole ass vibe, and it's not something of witchcraft, and it's not esoteric, and it's very spiritual. It's going to be a realm in where you decide what you start to believe in. All right, you pick a different religion almost, right? And they'll probably try to stop this. As I said that the aircon popped on, you know, I started to be a disciple of love, right? I started to be a believer that my vibration was of some higher quality, that I knew my message would reach, preach, and teach. I knew it would find some people one day, even if I had nobody watching all day, it didn't matter. Because that kind of vibe is going to reach the right person at the right time. It's going to hit that person that's sideways like I was on the couch without no motivation, and it got me up. And it got me upright. And it stopped me from being in my head when I called my friends, and I'm 46-year-old at my parents' house with no money. No. You're still alive. You still have a woman halfway across the world that's in love with you. And she put that life back into you. And if you do it right, you might be able to bring life outside of you. You know, there's so many bigger things than your concerns, your fears, and your doubts, right? You know what I mean? There are things like What are you going to do before you die? What mission is lying down and needs to be woken up? What part of you is part dragon and needs to come from your cave of darkness and show the world that you can fly and blow some fire? You already know. Where should I go? You know, blow some fire. Punch your dit into the universe. Show us your destiny. Show us your light. Let me feel that vibe. Let me close my eyes, touch my heart, reach out and feel that vibration. Feel the vibration of all those years of education, learning from a guru, a love guru that was always loving me, always guiding me, that I've always been protected. Even when I had no food, when I had no money, when I had no love, I was still loved. Even when I was broken up with my family and thought that there was nothing there, they still there. You know, there was so much to see inside of me of women disagreeing with me or fighting me or killing my babies. I had to have that conversation with myself too. It's not easy. You're going to have to do you. You're going to have to learn yourself. You're going to have to learn your habits, and you're going to have to undo some of those unhealthy behaviors. But one thing's for sure is that you're still emoting, emitting, and vibrating. And that's what it was. I just had to sit there. You can listen to it where yourself. Abraham Hicks, he'll just sit there and tell you, you know, there's someone out there. There's a magic realm. And I sit here too, and I call them blessings, but I don't know when people are going to hit me. Hey, Mark, you know, hey, I need flags. And that was what this morning. I need those flags. Will you be back on Koh Chang in November? Yes, I will be. I will be too. I need to order some flags from you. And some lighters. I need 100 lighters and 3 flags. Boom, got the order. Hey, Mark, are you still doing shirts? You got your print shop? I got a friend that's selling a bunch of blanks. Are you interested in buying? I didn't make them call me. The universe made them call me. The universe made them have a thought, have a spark, connect that spark to a thought, and then connect me to that thought. That you need to call Mark Saint. You need to message Mark. You need to extend out the light. Vibrate higher, everybody more up top of man. Turning from a boy and turn to a man. Vibrate higher. And that's it, man. We're vibrating. And that's it. It's like I'm leading with love. I'm leading with respect. I'm leading with understanding. And that's what I expect. I inspect what I expect. I put it out there so I shall receive it. I don't deceive it because it'll come back deceitful. It won't come back. The universe knows vibe. You ain't slick. Your whole existence of humankind, and you think you're going to lie to yourself and the universe? No, no, sir, no, ma'am. I got news for you. It doesn't work that way. You got to beat yourself to the punch. You got to be honest to yourself with yourself, and that's the tough part. And sit there long enough to know that you were made out of love. Your parents laid down that night and got busy with it. Ooh, that's me. Every one of us is a beautiful cream pie. And we can all be what we want to be. We can all live our dreams, live our fantasies, exist more, and be out there in the world with that vibration. Because it's happened to me. I mean, I really can feel it. I can feel it inside of me. And I want it to be inside of you, literally. So, you know, get that feeling. Get that feeling back where you were like, oh shit, I was made out of love and something bigger's headed for me, and I just need to get up. I need to get into it. I need to be brave enough, intrepid enough to see my forest through my trees, to see what mission I'm on. And I'm wishing that everybody gets on a mission to find out what their true purpose is. That's what I really want. I want people to be able to go into their lives and say, okay, you know, sure, the bills aren't paid, but I'm worth more than my bills. Sure, my heart hurts, but I got more love to give. And no matter what, I got summer on the inside. And that was it. So you could put me in prison. You can kill my babies. You can misunderstand me. I'm still going to vibrate the feelings that I know that are inside me, these dreams, these visions, this echo, and put it out there in the universe. And wherever it may go, and that's all that matters to me. It's your boy Marky Saint, Saints Addiction. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. But the other side of fear, right? The other side of your excuses and the other side of the world is waiting for you just to change your vibration. So vibrate higher.